What's going on, guys? Big up to HECZ here, coming at you with a gameplay commentary of Reverse Psychology. It's been a while. It's been a while since I last sat down and looked at this microphone and said, you know what, it's time for me to do a commentary and let you guys know what's up. Lately, all I've been uploading is pretty much just live gameplay commentaries from both, Ultimate of Optic, some Minecraft, doubles with Jones, threes with whoever's not missing. And I decided, that today was the day. Today was the day that I was going to sit down and give you guys a little update on what's been going on with me and where my head is when it comes to Optic Nation and the snipers and pretty much questions that I keep on getting asked. And every single time on Twitter that I get asked the questions like, hey, when is the sniper team coming back? We miss it. Like, what do you miss about it? What they were doing is the exact same thing that everybody else is doing. So if you're looking for a montage, go watch FaZe or go watch my boy Pomage. He's got awesome content when it comes to sniping stuff, right? Like the stuff that you need is already there. If you're saying that you only miss the sniping from Optic because it was like a team from Optic, then I appreciate that. But I can't in my right conscious mind bring out a sniper team that doesn't reflect my vision as to what I want it to be. And I know I've been very unclear on what it is that I want, but it's the way of the world, right? You can't tell people ahead of time what you want to do because they'll start doing it and whatever. But again, it's never gonna come back unless I feel the time is right, unless I feel the minds of the people that are gonna be joining us are on the same page as ours, where we currently stand. But overall, I think that it's good that I'm patient. Now, for some reason, a lot of you seem to think that Optic Nation is a sniper-only channel. That was never its intent, and I say this time and time again. So hopefully, I'll reach the few of you who are still a little bit, curious and a little bit clueless as to what it is. I understand that when a lot of people came in, the sniping team for Optic was the only thing that was being uploaded to Optic Nation. But that was a mistake on my part. I should have never gotten to that point to where only sniping was on that channel. That channel was meant to be about everything that is Optic. So at the beginning we had Underage, a series with the Diesel started where it was a domination game type where you kept the people at under 17 points, and that's what you uploaded. There was Casa de Badaya. There was Sniper's Nest without. That's a sniper game. What I'm trying to say, guys, is that it's not only sniping. Sniping is not the only thing that we've ever been. And a lot of you may think that sniping is where we started, but we didn't. We started on game battles, just like any other team out there. And then we said that when Optic wasn't going anywhere. Right, when Optic was just sitting there, not doing it, just a regular old team that was going nowhere, that was just going through the motions, was just saying, hey, let's compete, let's try to get our name out there, bragging rights, that was before I took over. Once I took over, it was a completely different. We did a complete left turn, and I had this vision as to what I thought it should be, and that's when we started doing it. Right, that's when we started really getting into the swing of things. That's when we really started having fun with creating video content. That's when Optic, as a team, first started picking up a brand recognition, a name recognition, a reputation. Right. Because before me, there was really nothing that made us different. Nothing that made us stand apart from every other team out there. To give you an idea, Optic was around the same time as Fear was. Optic was around the same time that the Envy team was. We've been around as long as every single team out there, if not older. Right? We're older than most of the teams out there. We've been around since 2006. But the true inception and the true Optic, the Optic that you see today, didn't start until 2009 when I took over. Well, into towards the end of Call of Duty 4, mid Call of Duty 4, and that's when it really started. Right, Jones had just left. He was not gonna come back. There was no plans for him coming back. And the more I think about it, Jones didn't come back until I believe towards the end of Modern Warfare 2. And that's when he's like, hey, what's going on? How can we get, how can I get involved? And I've always liked Jones because Jones has always had the right mindset, right? He knew that there was something there, but he didn't really know how to go about it, how to exploit it, how to make it really explode. and you know, he was my friend, so it was an easy fit for me to be like, yeah, come back and let's try different things. Let's try to concentrate a little bit more on how we can market, you know, Optic to sponsors a little bit better. And then that's when it began, right? Optic Nation had already been established before Jones came back. At the time, it was only D-Treats, myself, Predator, a little bit of Diesel, a little bit of what was his name? Flatline. What's his name? What was his name? Nerve, and Optic Paul, right? We had this obviously Midnight and Jewel were always there, but the vision and the actual plan and path that we wanted to take didn't really come to fruition until, you know, we started sitting down and started thinking about the bigger picture, not just going through the motions and just uploading videos and hoping for the best, right? And I'm a big fan of saying, you know what, point at something and then go after it, plan as you go along. And that's what we've done forever, right? We don't sit there and plan and then go after it, right? We point at something that we want to do and then we go after it, and we plan for different scenarios as we go along. And when Optic Nation was first created, it wasn't sniper montages, right? It was nothing. It's none of that, right? We had rules, right? We nobody in Optic could upload a montage with where they were using steady aim, and then Predator came in and kind of, you know, did a little bit of both, right? Nobody could upload a montage if the majority of the clips were sniper lives. Like there were certain rules that we lost along the way, and then when the whole, you know, towards the end of the sniping team, there was just like this not animosity, but there was this like I was just holding them, not holding them, but I just had this feeling towards them that I was not happy with, right? They weren't moving in the direction that I wanted them to move, and we would have meetings after meetings after meetings of us, you know, sitting there and discussing the things that we needed to do as a team in order to set ourselves apart from everybody else. But they didn't want to do that. They wanted to continue to be like, all right, well, I'm gonna get clips for a month, and then hopefully next month I can release a montage if I can find. I hated that. It made no sense to me how these guys would just hope for the best, right? Release a montage and oh, it's awesome. How was it? Like, everybody has seen a quad feed. Everybody has seen everything there is to be seen, right? And I just wasn't happy at all with it. So I decided to, like, it's almost been 6 months. We're about to go on our 7th month, I think, of not having a sniper team, not having you know, something that I didn't like, and I'm happy with the decision. I'd rather not upload a single video to Optic Nation that does not necessarily coincide and does not necessarily fall into place with my plans as to where that channel is going to go. Now, I understand that even though we have 1 million subscribers, a lot of them are going to be inactive, right? We'd be lucky to get 20 to 30,000 views per video that we upload. But you know what? I'm okay with that, because as long as we're uploading good content that is different, content that you can't see anywhere else on the internet, then I'll be happy with it. And that's what I want to do. Now, understand obviously that people make podcasts, and you know that you can see that everywhere else in the business, but not from Optic, right? So I want to make sure that you guys that I'm clear on that. It's not going to be anything groundbreaking, brand new. It's going to be things that have already existed in the past, but it's going to be a little bit more high quality. It's going to be about the people that you actually care about the people that you actually have a relationship with, right? Before, you would hear names in Optic and you'd be like, well, I know he's an Optic, but who is he, right? We never, ever got a chance to meet and actually know this person. Something that we've been working on the last couple of years. Like, if you go to a Scumpy stream, you know who he is, you know what he's about, you know him, you are his friend in a sense, right? A friend that you haven't met yet. Same thing with me. I'm wide open. I talk to you guys. You know what I'm about. Same with Nate Shot, same with Embo, same with Big Timer, like that. That relationship between us and you guys had never existed between the snipers of Optic and you guys, right? And that's what I don't want. I never want that. I don't want to be just a name. I don't want somebody to just have a name in Optic just because they have a name in Optic. I want them to be a friend of yours that you haven't met yet. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please leave a like. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Reverse Psychology and you guys want me to continue to make these weird, trippy flips of the map so it looks like a completely different map, please be sure to leave a message in the description or in the comment section. I'll read it and hopefully I'll reply to you. But yeah, again, don't leave without leaving a like. Be a friend. So next time, as always, that's my PAX. I'm out. Peace.